GOVT issues fresh order all offices to remain completely shut for 15 days. Good morning and warm welcome to Caribbean Live Morning News. I'm Jirbon Kilimpi bringing you the latest news for today. And now the news in detail. In view of the surge in COVID-19 positive cases in the state, the government of Assam through the State Disaster Management Authority has issued fresh order to curb its further spread across the state. As per the new order, the all shops and commercial establishments shall shut down at 1 p.m. on all days. As per the latest order issued on Wednesday, both government and non-government offices shall remain completely shut down for 15 days. No person will be allowed to go out from 2 p.m. to 5 a.m. daily until further notice. More importantly, weekly markets shall not be allowed, while restaurants, dhabas are allowed to entertain customers up to 1 p.m., after which only home delivery of food will be allowed. Delivery of essential goods through e-commerce may continue with strict COVID-19 protocol. However, government and semi-government offices in the rank of Deputy Secretary and above, and senior executives non-government sector along with key support staff will be allowed to attend office up to 1 p.m. for emergency and essential works. Organizations and workers engaged in delivery of essential and emergency services, law enforcement service and election work have been exempted from the above restriction. Further, district magistrates have also been directed to notify or declare containment zone in area where COVID-19 positive cases reaches 5% and above in 1 week. On the other hand, maximum of 10 persons will be allowed for marriages, funeral and religious functions, while no reception parties will be allowed for post or pre-marriage. All religious places shall remain closed from 15 days, while religious head of a religious place or representative may perform minimal rituals or prayers. All public transport will be allowed to operate only up to 30% of seating capacity. Auto rickshaws, cycle rickshaws and taxis shall operate with only one driver and 2 passengers. On the other hand, pillion riding is totally prohibited in two-wheelers except with women and children. All vehicles other than government vehicles will be allowed to ply in accordance with an odd and even formula to be decided by the authority. Newsdesk report for Caribbean Live. Leaders of the organizations have refuted the claims of APHLC President Jai Khatter, who stated that all organizations under the umbrella of 24+ organization have been dissolved to form APHLC. This was stated during a press conference convened by the 24+ organization Litson Rongphar and Roton Terang here in Dipu on Wednesday. The press meet was held at District Press Club. It was attended by the convener Roton Terang, Litson Rongphar and leaders of its allied organizations following the statement by APHLC President Jai Khatter, who said that 24+ organization was dissolved to form APHLC and all organizations with the exception of USUKA have become APHLC. Speaking before the media persons, Litson Rongphar claimed that Jai Khatter was not able to accept the success of the 24+ organization and formed the regional party to weaken their might and fight. Rongphar further accused Jai Khatter that he might be a government's agent appointed to polarize the regional forces. He went on to say that Khatter is never stable with his political affiliations, as he had already moved out of ASDC and JAGAS before forming the APHLC. Meanwhile, Roton Terang clearly stated that organizations under 24+ are not with the APHLC. He said that organizations under him had already made it clear before public right after the formation of the APHLC that they are not joining the political party.
Pemane Racarya Song Ali Khan na joine Songkar Khan padu koglu kapaklang aku that sini litu fini litu mukhan serangkia mai nang khap pon nang koklo mo mangbom lapen la so ka song kang tanga joine pensi ajak inu bhani to mabake political ali kachuen ji pan bohi pon asila so ka bohi pon bomahut Song ko rapi phan kapa viderje phan si kapor ilo hala so ka song amede kapa met chogi phan si body polo stame nilitu song ko rapi pen madu aracharya song alongka lason dun jui puabe.
KFA President Avinash Ronghang also said that even after several of its members joining the APHLC, the 24+ organization has never stopped fighting for full implementation of 6th schedule. He also appealed upon the public that no one should politicize or dilute their organization. Newsdesk along with Bikram Cross report from Deephu for Karbi Anglong Live. The personnel of Hamran Forest Protection Range has seized heavy quantity of timber during its patrol in border areas of Karbi Anglong. The timber worth Rs 40,000 were identified as pine trees felled from the nearby forest. Taking the advantage of the curfew imposed across the state, the timber smugglers have, instead of staying at home to prevent the spread of COVID-19, chosen to cut trees and smuggle the timber. At around 1:30 a.m. of May 12, the forest protection personnel posted at Hamran had been able to seize a vehicle loaded with timber. The smugglers, however, escaped from the vehicle, taking the advantage of the night. The seized timber was brought to Hamran Protection Range Forest IB at around 5:30 a.m. in the morning. The seized vehicle has a registration of Meghalaya ML068656. While talking with the media persons, Protection Ranger Sikaring, he said that there are consistent incidents of smuggling in the area and his team is trying its best to prevent them. He, however, said that there are some people who are acting as informers to the smugglers, which hinders in the operations against the timber smugglers. He also informed that the operation on Wednesday could be accomplished because they have dressed in civil dresses and disguised as civilians returning home. He also said that an investigation will be initiated to find out those sitting in the towns and acting as informers to the smugglers, and strict actions will be taken against such persons.
Lapu lumujam nat Shaktiman gari ilut tu. Asin adap sarbaji khawar long sin iltum dakpen 7:30 malam barlo. Hadak adim kile dam 12:30. Apnala bagan kile dam hoda gari thelong je loot tangalo gari. हमारा गाड़ी थिकलों आदि आदुंगंदा मन के माने आमुनी तुमके काटुगलो
इन्नु तने ब्लॉंग ले हमारा गाड़ी बांके नितुम माने ड्राइवर आवेदलो जेहेतु ड्राइवर हदा लोकल आमुनी तुम हांसी स्टार्ट सी आको हदा पेन केवान डाक नंगले डिटेन के 1:30 मलम डिटेन लो हमरे डाक हमरे नंगले के आदा 5:30 मलम नंगले 5:30 आई थिंक ती दोगे पाइन la awal hari mix apa kiba thengpi abena valuation ke 40,000 bagdi 40,000
akine badin ma ke lumujam bo Assam Meghalaya border umchimi pe na sabo dam chot
konasi ke poni pola tum ke ma
aidom ke ponji ke sasniang busi hadak pe market ke sasniang hadak market ke
pu Meghalaya hin hadi
Meghalaya hin lage informer la kanghu tu ma informer sido nitum dak pen balo de mani खबर हदाक लंग लाउती जा नितुम से माने सिविल ड्रेस पेन के दाम सी किनेब दुंग लाउ तुमी जा या इन्फॉर्मर तो में चेरे पोना नितुम कले गाड़ी मासी नेबलोंग ले लान लो लथुम के माने फील्ड के मुनित की भी है फील्ड लोंग
Daniel in his report from Hamran for Karbi Anglong Live. Those were the top stories for this morning. Thank you for watching Karbi Anglong Live and stay safe.